Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm August, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 10 eyeshadow palettes that I own. This was hard. This was really hard because if I have it, I like it. I don't keep eyeshadow palettes that I don't like. So yeah, it was kind of hard. I'm going to be showing you guys my top 10 as well as some swatches. So if that interests you, then give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned. I got this idea from MakeuoByTorrence is his name. I love watching his commentary videos. They're the best. He is so hilarious and he has really good taste in makeup, and he's like a collector, so he knows like what the hell he's talking about, and I just like that. By the way, if you haven't already, please go watch my volume and definition curl video. I don't know what I titled it, but please go watch that. It's featuring a Black-owned brand called Melanin 11, and they make hair care products that literally will change your life. Literally. Let me get comfortable. I like sitting Indian style. I don't know, like it's just more comfortable for me, even as old as I am, okay? As hard as it was for me to pick these palettes, it was even harder for me to put them in order. So there is no order because I can't. I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into the first palette. I talk about this palette so much on my Instagram. This is the Desi and Katie Francation palette, and this is what it looks like. This is by Dose of Colors. It's very used and abused, and this shimmer called Just a Kiss is my favorite shimmer that I own. It is literally so gorgeous. You guys see that I suck at swatches, but we're gonna swatch today anyway. Yeah, these shimmers are top tier. Oh my god, y'all, look at these shimmers. Like, and I believe this palette is on sale for like $27. They better not think about discontinuing this palette. They better not, because I think this is the best eyeshadow palette that Dose of Colors has, in my opinion. I don't think there's a better Dose of Colors palette than this. The mattes are nice and creamy, blendable. The shimmers, as you can see, are gorgeous, and the packaging, like, I also love this creamy, like this is like a super creamy buttery brown. I just love that brown. Like, you can't ask for a better brown. I feel like these two shades are my most used shades in this palette because I just always go for those two shades. They're so pretty. So the next palette that I picked is the Strawberry Dream by Lunar Beauty. This palette is so gorgeous. I love the color story. I love that it has so many mattes. It has a total of 15 shadows, and 6 of them are shimmers and the others are mattes, and they're so beautiful. This color right here called Storm Cloud. Let me just show you guys. So beautiful. This is Haze. This is like a really pretty blue. Look at that. And I'm gonna do one more. Okay, this one is called Sunrise. Beautiful. I suck at doing swatches. Like, I can't even get over it. Like, I'm looking at them like, girl, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm just trying to show you guys some freaking eyeshadows, okay? And the shimmer that I think is like the best one in this whole palette is called Blue Diamond. This is Blue Diamond. I think that is like the best shimmer in this whole palette. There is some other pretty shimmers like Horizon. This is like a really nice gold, but I love that. It's called Blue Diamond, and I think that that's like a really good name for it because that's what it looks like. And next up is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. This palette really stole my heart. Like, I used it the first time and I was like, oh, it's good. And then I feel like after I used it a few times, I'm like, no, wait, this is really good. e.l.f. needs an award. Like, they are so affordable and they really come with it as far as the quality of their products. So this is what it looks like. I think this palette came out this summer and it's still in Target, and I think it's only like $15 or less. I'm just gonna show you guys a few swatches because y'all need to see this. I'm gonna try to do better with the swatches this time because Let me turn this light down. There we go. Can you guys see that? My swatches really still suck, but you know, look at that. You can get so many different looks with this palette because it definitely has enough neutrals for you to get a few different neutral looks. I feel like this palette was very well put together and well thought out as far as the color story, and the quality is there. You can't go wrong with the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. I think that it was only right for me to put this in my top 10. Next up, I want to talk about an oldie but goodie. I feel like this had to be in my top 10. When I watched MakeuoByTorrence's top 10 and he had this as number 1, I was like, okay, we're on the same page. The artwork is just, I mean, it's Basquiat. I love the crown detailing, like you can just use that to like open it up, and it has all these little pops of color, and I'm just gonna swatch a few for you guys. Look at, these are not bad swatches, y'all. Like I think I'm improving. So I know there was some controversy regarding this palette because of the model that they chose to promote this palette, but just the fact that they collab with a Black artist, I had to get it. And well, I didn't have to get it because I didn't get it. My boyfriend got it for me, but I wanted it. I didn't even know that I wanted it until I got it because I didn't even know about it. Here are the swatches. I just love it. I feel like it is like a palette that you probably want to use in conjunction with another palette because it is colors, but I feel like these colors are just so gorgeous, and the packaging honestly got me. I can't lie to you, the packaging got me, but the quality is there as well, and I love the colors, so definitely in my top 10. And the next palette in my top 10 is the Colourpop California Love palette. I love this palette. This shade right here called Sequoia, I think is my most used shade in this palette. I love this. It's like a orangey, a burnt orangey yellowish type of color, and yeah, it's just really pretty. I think it looks really nice with my skin tone. This shade Gold Rush is really nice. Like, these colors are just right up my alley. And this shade called Mission, look at that brown. And this one's called Highway 1. I'm not a huge fan of the micro glitters. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that shade has micro glitters in it. But that one doesn't bother me. It has like gold micro glitters in it, and it's really pretty. I think Gold Rush has a few micro glitters in it as well. I wonder why Colourpop puts micro glitters in their mattes. I don't know why they do that, but let's get into the shimmers in this palette. The first one I'm going to talk about is Diego. It's so soft and buttery, and y'all, look at that. Look. Can you guys see why this is in my top 10? These colors are so pretty. It does have a pressed glitter that I'm not crazy about. I don't really like pressed glitters. They're so messy. But with the quality of these other shades, I could care less about that one glitter. I honestly do not care at all because the other shades are just so nice. Y'all, my swatches, I need to work on that, but yeah, this palette right here. And Colourpop is really affordable as well. I love Colourpop. And the next palette I'm going to talk about, I feel like this palette deserves to be in everyone's top 10. It's the Anastasia Jackiana palette. She did not come to play when she put this color story together. You can come up with so many different looks with this palette. And I feel like this is like a palette, like you can come up with a look and you can wear it, and even somebody that's like really into makeup probably won't be able to guess right off the bat what palette it is because you can just come up with so many different looks. Like you got your greens, purples, pinks, neutrals. You got so much to work with. Let me show you guys. Zam. So it looks so wet and it just looks so bomb. I also like Sponsored. It's like a brown with a green shift to it, or like a, I don't know how to explain that. I need to turn down my light. I feel like you guys are not able to really see these colors. Okay, there you go. It's like a, but it's not picking up on camera the way that it looks, but it's like a brown with a green shift. So different. I don't know. I just love that. The shade that has me grabbing this palette the most is Ginger and Credit. And they're browns, but they're just the perfect browns. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Look at those browns. Jackie did not come to play. I love Auntie Jackie. And I think it's limited edition, but they are selling it right now for the holiday season in like a little set. So if you're interested, definitely go ahead and pick this up while you can, because it's definitely worth it. Another palette that I could not help but to include in my top 10, and I know this is like cheating, but I'd be lying if I left this out of my top 10. This is my Adept palette with my singles. I mainly have, so I depotted my Jaclyn Hill palette, my Life's a Drag palette by Lunar Beauty. I have a lot of Colourpop singles in here, including some of the, I popped out some of the shades out of the monochromatic palettes. And I also depotted my Morphe 39 L Hit the Lights palette. I also have a Dose of Colors I Love Sahadi palette in here. I depotted it and I just put the singles in here. And I also included some shimmers from, her name is Monique on Instagram. I can't remember her full Instagram name, but she makes some really nice shadows, and she usually does these like mystery bags that are $10, and she will send you like a few of her single shadows. This is one of them right here. This one's called Leo. This is like my favorite one. It's so pretty. As you can see, I use it quite a bit. I can't help but to grab this palette. Like it has everything I need. So of course it's gonna be in my top 10. Like, do you guys see that? I made a whole video about this palette. I made a video when I depotted the Life's a Drag palette, and I also made a video just specifically about this palette. I will have a link down below if you guys are interested in watching that. I definitely could not make a top 10 without including this palette. This palette is my baby. The next palette in my top 10 is the Warrior 2 by Juvia's Place. It has all of the mattes that I could possibly need. I love mattes, and their pans are so huge. I don't think I will ever hit pan on these because they're so big. But the shades are so creamy and perfect. Like, I can't. Now that I'm going through my top 10, I feel like I definitely have a certain taste when it comes to eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes. And I feel like I more so go for these tones right here, the warm neutrals. But I'm trying to get into the cool tones. I'm trying to. So since I'm trying to get into cool tones, I picked up the Baroque, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I picked up this Colourpop palette with a lot of cool tones in it. I haven't used it yet, but I cannot wait to try this out. I'm thinking about doing a video on it, even though I'm not sure if you guys will be interested in that or not. Comment down below and let me know, because I don't know. But yeah, I really want to use this because I'm trying to get into cool tones. The next palette in my top 10 is the Emery Z Palette. I love this palette. I wish they would have made it just the regular size like the other Anastasia palettes, just because storage purposes. I feel like we could have like maybe gotten rid of the pressed glitters and just made it, you know, regular size. But you know, I'm not mad at it because I absolutely love these shades. The first shade that really caught my attention is this shade Barb. It's like a pink with a green shift. I don't know if you guys can see that. And also Leo, because I'm a Leo, and I just thought it was a really pretty blue. I wonder why she did blue for Leo. I don't know, but I really like that shade. I like the name of it, and it's really pretty. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this palette on YouTube by now, but I'm just gonna swatch a few just so I can show you guys why I put it in my top 10. You know, now that I'm looking at this palette, just because I'm thinking like, you know, what 2 shades they could have gotten rid of. I feel like these 2 shades are very similar and they could have just picked one and maybe got rid of one of the pressed glitters, but I don't know which one because I don't really like pressed glitters. So I really love the Anastasia formula. I really do. But yeah, this palette definitely needed to be in my top 10. And the last palette in my top 10 is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I've used this palette so much. I absolutely love this color story and the quality of the shadows. This was my first Huda Beauty palette that I purchased, and this made me want to try other palettes from this brand. So I bought the new nude palette, which I wasn't too crazy about, but I heard that it's a good palette to use in conjunction with the new Naughty Nude palette. So I did pick that up and it's coming in the mail and I can't wait. But let's just talk about these shimmers real quick. Like, I cannot. This shade right here is called Nabla, and look at that. I just want to show you guys a few swatches from this palette. I really love that first shade that I swatched. It's called Gold Glitch. That's a really pretty shade. I really love the packaging on this as well. I know a lot of people were not too crazy about the plastic packaging because they were already accustomed to the cardboard packaging. But since this was my first Huda Beauty palette, I didn't mind. But now that I have another Huda Beauty palette with the cardboard packaging, I kind of see why you guys would prefer that packaging, because it's just more, it makes more sense. And yeah, they charge more for the plastic packaging and I don't really understand that. So yeah, but it is really pretty, and I really like how it looks in the inside as well. Like, it has like a little iridescent layer underneath the plastic packaging that I really do think is pretty, and it adds something to the whole look of the palette. I also really love the mirror on this palette. It's so big and nice. It's such a great quality palette. That's it, guys. That's my top 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are on my top 10. I tried to make it as versatile as possible, as, you know, I didn't want to just do high-end or drugstore. I wanted to do a nice combination of both. So I tried, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.